So today, everybody, we are hooked on a feeling because the Guardians are gonna take on Ronin. So we're using the Guardians locations for this one. They are starting, of course, in the Milano. And as you can see, there are a few thugs on the board. But I'm interested to see what these do, these threats, especially this one, because starting their turn in this location, they end up taking 1 damage. So I might have to clear that as fast as possible. But anyway, Ronin is in nowhere. He has 12 health because we've got the 4 heroes. We are, of course, using the standard threat cards. He has overflow. He deals 2 damage to 1 hero in the location on a BAM. And his villainous plot, which means how he wins the game, is when the hero loses, when the group has 4 KO tokens. So every time a hero is knocked out, you get a KO token, and you basically get 4 you lose. So Ronin's first card was move clockwise to the next location with any heroes, and then BAM. So yeah, he moved clockwise straight to the heroes, so it definitely was a space ambush. He attacks for 2 damage. Rocket has taken the damage because basically he'll be going last. So yeah, you then put the thug tokens on the board. We haven't overflowed because we had nothing to start with there. So that's it. So Drax has played the move and the punch card. He took the 1 damage for the location there, starting, and that was basically the card that he drew. So yeah, he's put both of the tokens on there. Hopefully we can clear that as fast as possible. So Star-Lord plays his special card. I usually don't play with the wilds, but these are his specials, so he's allowed them. He has given a punch to Rocket Raccoon, and he basically just used a heroic to clear that. Then he can move to another location, and I think I'm going to move him to the Collector Museum. So Gamora plays her 2 punches. She used the wild to just move down to there. She didn't take no damage because obviously he's gone. And then placed the 2 punch tokens on the Kree Elite Force. So Ronin had a pretty devastating card again. He moved counterclockwise this time and then did a BAM, which has unfortunately knocked Gamora out. So he is currently 1-0 up at the minute. Yeah, also we had a bit of overflow there, so Drax had to take that damage, and there is a token being placed there. So Rocket plays her heroic card. It's not for him, he's not going to be able to do anything. He just uses the 2 punches from Gamora to get rid of those thugs. At the end of his turn as well, I also then just moved Rocket Raccoon down to nowhere. So Drax played a move and a punch action. He moved to chase down Ronin and go and help Gamora. Placed the punch action on that threat to get rid of it. And then rescued a civilian. So Star-Lord used another problem solver, giving a punch token to Gamora. He then played his move and the punch, and he used a heroic on his to clear that threat. Obviously taking the 1 damage at the same time, which basically means everyone's on 1 card near enough, so they're close to being knocked out, but we have nearly cleared all the threats. So Ronin uses the Cosmic Rod. He's moved clockwise to the next location with a hero, which was of course Star-Lord, and dealt 1 damage, which means that he is now 2-0 up. Yeah, it's going to be close, this one, I feel. So Gamora used her deadliest in the galaxy ability. She just had 1 punch, which removed 1 of these to begin with. She then used the punch token, and because she spent that token, she gets to have another punch action. So that's basically 3 punches. It was enough to remove all the thugs from there, and yeah, we need to get rid of 4 more. She also then used Star-Lord's wild to just move to the Milano. So Rocket had the 2 punch action, and basically meant 3 punches with Gamora, which he can place 1 on there, and then he's just got rid of the 2 thugs from that location. So I'm not having the best luck with cards at the minute. Everyone seems to have punch tokens, which is alright if you're going to hit the bad guy, but not when you're in this sort of location here when we can't hit him. So yeah, we're just wasting these cards, unfortunately. But Drax has moved to the next clockwise location with enemies and did a punch. So he moved to there, got rid of that thug. We're currently on 1 threat and 1 thug at the moment, so it's getting close. We need to try and clear a threat as fast as possible. And then he just used one of his punch actions to just put that there, basically. So Ronin, another Cosmic Rod. Moved, dealt 1 damage, took Drax out. So yeah, he's 3-0 up. Basically, we need to try and take him out as fast as possible now. I don't know if we're going to do this. So Star-Lord, he uses Drax to punch that thug that was there, and so he clears the threat. Well, the thugs anyway. We're nearly clearing the threat. He then plays the move and just moves once down to here by Rocket, just in case Ronin, because he's going to operate after Gamora, moves down to here. So Gamora plays a heroic and punch. She moved using Star-Lord's move, then used the other move to put it on there. She put heroic on there to clear the threat. That meant that Ronin is susceptible to damage, and so she decided to punch Ronin in the face for 1 damage. So Ronin played Kree Law. He moved to a location clockwise without any heroes, so it puts him there, smack bang in the middle of everybody, and he just places a thug on every location. So yeah, no overflow anywhere. We might actually have a chance. So Rocket played his move and punch action. Couldn't move, of course, but he got rid of that along with Gamora's. So at the end of the turn, he was able to discard 1 action token, which he did have, and he decided to get rid of the punch to get a punch and a move just in case he needed it. He also got rid of that thug, but that's nothing really. We need to just start dealing damage to Ronin now. So Drax gets up and plays his 2 punch. He used Rocket's move to get into the same place as Ronin and just deals 3 damage to him. Ronin moves for nothing and bams, so dealt 2 damage to Drax, who's on 1 card. Star-Lord used a move and heroic. He basically used the heroic to rescue that civilian there. Moved and decided to punch Ronin twice, so Ronin is now on half health. So Gamora used her move and punch action. She moved to that location, punched Ronin in the face for 1 damage, and then just moved down here to hopefully protect Rocket Raccoon, who he's only got 1 card, so if anything happened to Rocket, like a BAM or anything like that, he needs saving. So yeah, we need to try and protect him as much as possible. Ronin gets a move clockwise to the next location with any heroes and then bams. And I am so lucky I've been babysitting Rocket for most of this game with Star-Lord and now Gamora, because that would have lost us the game. So yeah, Gamora takes the 2 damage, which puts her on 1 health as well. Hopefully we've got enough in the next couple of turns to try and at least do something to Ronin. But yeah, it's getting a bit dicey. So Rocket plays the move and punch, and he also uses his punch token. Along with Gamora's punch, all 3 punches smack Ronin in the face, and he has 2 health remaining. Then he uses the move and move to move over to here, so he can have a bit of a health boost, because at the end of the turn he draws cards until he has 3 in his hand. So Rocket is suddenly a little bit more safer. Drax plays Revenge, and it couldn't be more fitting because he has moved to the next location and basically overkilled on Ronin. He has hit him for what? 1 there, 1 there, and 1 there, so 3 punches. Definitely overkills him. Ronin is down. He is knocked out. The Guardians of the Galaxy have won. So guys, I hope you have enjoyed this one as much as me. It's the first one I've recorded on the channel where we have actually won. Yeah, it feels good, believe me. I've won this a few times, not filming obviously, but this is good to get a good one where I filmed on show for everybody. It all basically come down to that one turn when I knew what thing he could do, Ronin, so he could probably take Rocket Raccoon out. That's why I sort of babysitted Rocket with Star-Lord, and I felt like him being alone there, if Ronin moved in and hit him, yeah, you're knackered. So that's why I babysitted Gamora on him. And that was it. That was the turn, because that turning point, it could have gone haywire, couldn't it, really? Ronin could have won that game. Literally, he could have won, because as soon as he gets 4 KOs, that's it. So, yeah, I'm glad I did that. It was very smart of me. I mean, if I hadn't have given him a move, I thought I could do give him a move just in case. But if I'd have given him a punch, maybe that would have been more beneficial. But I felt at the time the move token might have done better, because I knew there was one of these on here somewhere. I just didn't know where it was. And so I figured he might need to use that to like move to there and then move to there to heal himself up. Yeah, I really enjoyed that one. The Guardians are great. They are a good combination and a good team, actually. There's a few heroics. Obviously, Drax is all punch power, like Hulk. But Gamora is a mix of both. Rocket is a mix of everything. And Star-Lord, he has them wilds, which is his own special power. And they work out quite well. Anyway, I want a bit of a vote on the next game that you might want to see if you've made it this far in the video. So the choices for villains are Baron Zemo, Killmonger, or Kingpin. Who would you like to see me face next? Please leave a comment below, and the villain that gets the most comments basically wins it. Thanks for watching anyway, and I shall see you in the next one.